This is the cross-country course for Wilson Christian Academy. And we're going to take you on a tour of that. If you'll look to the right though first, the soccer stadium will be where we ask the teams to set up. That gives you plenty of room to spread out. You can put your tents up, and then do not come to the start-finish line until it's time to start the race. This is the starting point, and off we go. Corner of the soccer fence. We're actually going to take one full lap around the soccer field, and then we come around the second time and we'll show you the turnoff. It'll be one full round the soccer field. It'll be marked, there'll be arrows on the ground so that you can clearly see. This is the path. Will be tightly mowed along the course path as well. It does narrow in some places, but you'll be spread out enough at the narrowing points that it should not be a problem. So as I said, we take a full lap around the soccer field. Here's a step down here, and then we'll go around to begin the second loop. Again, the same path around the soccer field. Around the back side of the soccer field. And then as soon as you come around this curve, you're going to take the first narrow path to your left into the woods. Down to what we call the hub, and you'll enter into the swampy area. You cannot get turned around on this trail. There's only one way to go. You will run the trail forwards, and then as you come back through on the second mile, you'll run it backwards. Again, very straightforward through the swamp. There are some spots that can be a little muddy, but otherwise the footing is good as you stay on the trail. This trail is a little over a half mile in length. And one of our parents, who is in the timber industry, actually blazed the trail for us. And over the years, we have worked no way to get lost back here. The path is clearly marked all the way through. It's cleared off. It's solid ground to step on. And we'll continue moving through the trail. Mushrooms back here. Plenty of wildlife too. Don't know that you'll see any on race day, but we have seen everything from deer to a bobcat to other wildlife as well, fox and raccoons. We have on camera one day a man riding a horse back here, although the trail is for foot traffic. This gets into the little up and downs of the trail. But again, the ground is very hard. Your footing should be good. Any routes are marked with orange paint. It could be a trip hazard. So if you're looking for that, you shouldn't have to look down too terribly much. Come around, we'll enter back out on the easement. Appreciate Mr. Thompson filming this for us. We're going to have this posted for our cross-country teams to look at so that we don't have to, so that we can distance and not have to do a walkthrough where everybody's bunched together. Come out on the easement, we'll make a sharp right turn. Again, everything will be clearly marked. And then we go into the up, down, up portion of the trail. Again, clearly marked, and we'll go up. And then to the right. Go slow because I don't want to wreck going down the hill. The footing should be okay, so make sure you're then we're going to go up and down again. This is the hardest part of the course. And we'll go down one last time, and this is the more gentle slope down. And as you come back down the second time, you're going to go to the left. And then runners, you're going to cut through the gate on the left side. You're going to cut through the gate on the left side. And as you come through the fence, you'll make a sharp left turn up the hill. Again, that will be marked. And this is the 1 mile mark. The 1 mile mark is in the ground here, but you're at 1 mile. The first mile is the slowest of the 3 miles on our course. We come up the hill, around the baseball batting cage, and again, this will be marked, clearly marked. right between the two dugouts, and then we'll pick you up on the other side. So once you come through the two dugouts, you'll see the cones and the grass buffer. You'll make a right around the outfield of the softball field. And again, the grass buffer is cut the entire way. So it's clear exactly where you need to run. Come all the way out to the end of the softball field, and you make a left to go up towards the child care building. Sharp turn around the bush. Back down towards the scoreboard. Go underneath the scoreboard. Again, the buffer's on either side, so you can clearly see where to run. You'll circle around the radio tower. And then onto the practice soccer field. We'll make just about a full loop around practice soccer field. Again, there will be arrows and cones to clearly mark. Also, there's the grass buffer. Circle completely around. And you're going to go the full length again towards the radio tower. You will see the cones. You're at about, this cone you see here is the halfway point. This is the halfway point of the 5K. You go down to the two cones. You'll make a right again. And as you come back onto the easement, you'll make a left and then a quick right back onto the trail. Now you're running the reverse of the trail. Same trail, just opposite direction. And remember, this is the bumpy portion. Mentioned some of the animals that we've seen back here. We've also had to call in. There's a Department of Wildlife person that comes in and takes care of our beaver problem, because they, at the back of the swamp, like to build their homes, and it causes water to sometimes back up onto the course. And so the beaver man has come in twice to relocate the beavers and blow up their dam. It's actually quite dry back here today. This is the only part where there's been standing water on the course. And considering the amount of rain we had on Friday, that's good. It does drain off the course itself. water drains off. You can see some standing water on the sides, but not on the course itself. Even if it does rain on the day of the race, the course is still runnable. You would be muddy, but it is runnable. Again, no way to get lost on the course. There's no paths off to the right or left. Everything is clearly cut out and clearly marked. For the pumpkin run, I think we had somebody sitting on the bench back here just for entertainment purposes. We're also going to have a night run. For the night run, we will have some lights and things for the night run. We'll have some of this area lit up so that it's marked and you can see exactly where you're running. It won't be too dark. You'll be able to see your footing. Corn plant back there on the middle of the field. So, doing our best for agriculture too. Change over the course. You have a little bit on the up down and some bumps, but really overall the elevation change is very very low. About to come back out onto the easement, and Mr. Thompson, our cameraman, is going to get out and walk through the path that you will run, and then we'll pick you up on the other side. So you make a sharp turn here and go in between the two post there. So after you come through the post, you're going to stay to the left of the path going out. This is the Williamson property. We've gotten permission from Mr. Buster Williamson to allow us to run on this, and we appreciate that. It is flat, relatively flat, and it's a mixture of dirt and some gravel in spots. Again, you stay to the left, going out. And the trail is mowed, it'll be mowed tightly along here. There's a buffer in between. You're going to ride out, you're going to run out all the way until you see the car door. It'll be clearly marked, and we'll have people out here to tell you when to turn around, the loop to turn around. Told me that the trees back here are 80 to 100 years old. This is an old growth stand of woods. You don't find those much anymore. Hardwood. There's some pine mixed in, but the hardwoods are older. And then you'll come down and you see the cone in the car door, and there's an arrow tells you where to loop apologize. I got Mr. Thompson a little bit wet in the mud hole back there. And we're headed back out. Hopefully that'll dry a little bit before race day, but if not, you can make the corner turn tight, and that tight corner turn will keep you dry. The gator doesn't turn quite as tight as the runners will be able to turn. Stay to the left as you come through. And it cuts around the water lines here. And we come back through. Clearly marked. We'll have the limbs cleared out. Clearly marked. You come back into the open field, will be on your left this time. Again, stay to the left as you run. And you're well into the third mile now. Last 800 meters or so. Shade again. And we'll make a left on a little path to go around the gate and get back onto the Wilson Christian property. And as soon as we come out of this little turn, we'll make a left of what we call the Mossy Trail. Mossy Trail. Come up through here. If it's raining, the Mossy Trail can be a little slippery. Spikes will work well, even if regular running shoes work fine too. And as you come out, you'll see the soccer field again. You'll be in sight of the finish line. Come around the back of the soccer field once again. And then this time, instead of looping around the concession stand, you go all the way up towards the blue post. Circle into the finishing chute, turn to the right, and straight down, and the finish line will be at the end of the finishing chute. And you have now run 3.1 miles or a 5K. For those of you that are running the middle school race, you will not run the Williamson property. When they go through there, you'll just come straight up the Mossy Trail, but there will be someone there to direct you during the middle school race. Again, we've done this so that we can social distance. We don't have to do the walkthrough. We hope this is explanatory. There will also be a map available as well. Thank you, Mr. Thompson, and thank you for your time.